Hello. Oh my gosh. It's your lucky day because I'm crashing out. Mezzy, why are you crashing out? Okay, backstory. While I put my groceries away, I actually do look like shit. Okay, I worked a really long time and my hair needed to be washed like 6 days ago. And I just have been so busy and lazy. So now I look like this, okay? Okay, how do I even start this? Okay, first, TikTok. So yesterday I made the horrible decision. I look like trash, I'm sorry. To go on TikTok. Backstory. Like a couple months ago, I went on TikTok for the first time in a while. I don't even go on there that much, but I just did it for a while and it was really bad for me. My algorithm, I don't know what the hell happened to my damn algorithm, but everything was so... I want to cry. Hold on. Everything was so pessimistic, but like true. Let me explain. Here's one of the videos I saw. Was this girl, it was like a fucking 5-minute long TikTok video, a think piece, where she was talking about like how scary men really are. Just talking about how scary men. She was like, y'all, you think it's fun and games with your little boyfriend. I think she was saying she used to be like a pygmy. So she had a lot of guy friends and saying all the horrible things that they would say when no other woman was around and when whatever. That's not the part though. In these comments, people were like, yeah, no bullshit. This one girl was like, no bullshit. I married my dream man. We've been together, married for 18 years. We have 14 kids. You know, like, he's my dream man. But I still, when I sleep in that bed with him, I keep one eye open because I know that's still a man in my bed.
I'm not hungry. Oh, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
We've been married. He's my dream man. But still, and I'm like, imagine if this motherfucker saw that comment. She says, I still keep one eye open with that motherfucker because I know at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. If we're married, we have kids. At the end of the day, that's still a dude.
One eye open when I'm sleeping. One eye.
And all these comments were like that. They're like, yeah, no, for real. Like, I live with him. We've been together for so long. I still got an escape plan. I got a secret tunnels in the house. I got an escape plan, you know, because he's still a man. He's still a man. And I was like, bro, what the fuck are you people talking about? All of these horrifying, I'm like, and I don't know why, that I was just like, bruh, like, and I'm not even like Little Miss Romantic, but that still like made me so sad. I was like, what the fuck? Everyone in the comments agreeing, talking about some, yeah, no, for real, I never leave my man alone with my kids. Huh? I never leave him alone with my kids, cause hey, I love him, that's their dad and all, but he's still a man at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck. I never leave that motherfucker alone with the kids. So that's like one of the videos I saw, right? And I was like, bro, what? And then I was also seeing videos, this was like unrelated, but I was seeing videos of, there's like a funny little compilation of like dogs after they give birth. I mean, obviously they're female, oh my god, but after they give birth, the female dogs growling at the males, at the dad. The dad will be like in the doorway and the female dog will be growling, snarling, barking at this fucking dog with all her kids around. And this was like a 3-minute compilation. Like every dog that gives birth does this. And I was like, okay. And everyone in the comments was like, even they know. Even they know. And I've also been really into farm vibes. I really want to live on a ranch when I'm older. Unrelated. I went to a farm, unrelated. And every farm animal does this same thing. Is that not concerning? I'm talking like every animal. I'm gonna start crying. Every animal does this. Where, I mean, and also name an animal where like it was starting to feel like we humans have made the idea of like monogamy up in our fucking heads. The idea that like 2 people love each other, stay together forever and have kids. First of all, can you tell me anyone in real life who that happens for? And it's like, now I'm looking at the fucking animal kingdom. And it's like the females don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker. He's just there for, you know, actual like biological reasons. They don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker. Like I was watching, they'll have like a bunch of cows. They get a bull, 1 bull, 13 cows. They let that fucker loose. He does his thing, they bring him back, and then like the cows have their kids, the cows raise the kids. You never see like a male animal with the fucking kids. I was thinking maybe lions. You see, I feel like not tigers, lions, like still, whatever male lion you see has 4 other families somewhere else. Like it's not a thing. It's literally not a thing. And then of course I took it personally, and I was thinking in my own life. I remember my coworker was telling me, is it bad if I air out her business? No, because you don't know who I'm talking about. Was telling me that like she found out a couple of years ago that like she had a step sibling that went to her fucking high school with her. She didn't even know. She didn't even know that was her fucking sibling. She lived down the street from her step sibling. She didn't even know. And we were talking about how it's like, you dead ass, you either have half siblings. What? It's literally, you have half siblings. Like, you do. It's just whether or not you know about them. Truthfully. Dead ass. You do. Hate to break it to you. You do. It's just whether or not you know about it. So that made me spiral. That's just one little part though. The whole like, it's just men, male animals, male humans, biological. They do the biological thing and then that's just it. It's like we really made this shit up where it's like, you fall in love and then you have kids. That doesn't happen. It literally doesn't happen. I think we're all just setting ourselves up for failure by thinking that it will, because it doesn't exist in nature. It literally does not. That nuclear family, mom, dad, children, does not exist anywhere in nature. We made that shit up and it just doesn't happen in real life. What do you mean you've been married to him, you don't let him around your kids alone? Wait. Talking about, I don't even let myself relax in the bed. I keep one eye open in the bed. And I was like, bruh, that's part number one, okay? And this was like scroll after scroll. I was seeing more videos. And it's like, it's also because you're watching it all the way through and then your algorithm's like, ooh. And you're like scrolling through the comments for 6 minutes. I saw like, trigger warning, race. Trigger warning, race, okay? There's one fitness influencer who I love and adore. I literally love her, but it was like a video of her talking to her, I'm gonna start crying, her boyfriend. Scroll after scroll, guys. And she was trying to make a point. She was literally slaying the house down with the point she was trying to make, boots the house down. But it still was just like, bro, I'm on my 30-minute break, why? Basically, she was talking to her boyfriend about something. I didn't know. I saw this clip out of context and she was like, imagine like when you're a baby, you're like helpless, defenseless. Every need that you have, you can only get through somebody else. It's just, that's 3 ways to say the same thing. But like, imagine having to deal with all of that, the horrors of being a child and like the horrors of growing up and living life. Imagine having to deal with all of that. How did she phrase it? She was like, would you rather have to do all of that and like suffer all of that, or have to do all of that and be a black person? She's like, would you rather have to suffer all of that, do all of that, and just suffer that, or do all of that and be a black woman?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.
Great point. Showing awareness. But I'm like, bro, I'm on my lunch break. What? Just out of the blue. Like, life is hard is already like a nightmare. Life is already so hard. Imagine having to like also be like a black woman on top of that. Like, that shit just sucks ass. And then like another scroll. And what was this girl talking about? She was like, you know, probably can't put any of this in because it's too political. But it's interesting how it's like, especially when it comes to accusations. I mean, if you put a guy and a girl in a courtroom, you're cooked. Like, you're cooked. They're already siding with him. You haven't even said what you're there for yet. But it's interesting how also historically, if that woman's white and that guy's black, oh, you could just make some shit up on the spot, they'll believe you. She was talking about that and how like, no matter what the situation is, the black female will always be at the fucking bottom of the pillar in the dirt. I was like, okay, cool. And I would scroll again and it would just be more shit like that. I think I was on this app for like 45 minutes. When I tell you, I literally closed my phone and was like, I think I need to call the suicide hotline. Like, in probably less than an hour, my brain was just fried. I put my phone down, I was just staring at my wall like, what have I just done? It was just shit like that back to back to back to back to back. And I was like, so I didn't go on TikTok after that for a while because it actually fucked me up like really bad. So that was like a month ago and I was like, no more TikTok for Mezzy. But then I go back on my like breaks. Usually if I go on like a 10-minute break, it's just like funny videos of people doing funny stuff. Yesterday, I was on TikTok for about an hour and the same thing happened. The same thing happened and I have been like struggling. It's been like 2 days and I'm still struggling very bad. And I think I actually delete this fucking app. In my head, I'm like, I don't know why I haven't deleted it yet. I should just delete it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it live and on stereo because I actually like, wait, I also just, I might have to download that again because I edit and I'm gonna need audios from there to make to edit, whatever. I was on TikTok for like an hour and then I was on plastic surgeon consultation sites for about 30 minutes after that.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind.
Already planning how I'm gonna save up for the several plastic surgeries that I actually desperately need, unfortunately. So that's what's been happening with TikTok for me, okay? Like, it's just so exhausting. So that was the TikTok massacre. I'm putting my meat in the fucking fridge. And then something else happened, I don't even remember. Hold on, let me think. Oh yeah, my job. Oh my God, I actually do want to cry. 50-50 chance I do that today. It's like once you start thinking about quitting or you start fantasizing about getting a different job, like, okay, the thought I was just having before I turned the camera on where I was like, this is so, I hate talking about raise. I actually love it. I love talking about race, but not on the internet where like the Redditors are gonna come find me and come to my house, but
Race?
basically, like, my job has been very chill, but like there was like a month or so. I'm not gonna tell this story, I don't think, because it's just too, like, there's gonna be a subreddit made about me, truthfully. I'm not even gonna tell this story. Okay, maybe I will make it very vague, okay? Basically, and I was complaining to my friend, my coworker, about, I think, like, I mean, the way that one of my coworkers was being, I was complaining about how, because I like told her to do something and she, I don't know, I was complaining about her, and my coworker was like, you should tell our manager. No, I think she said, you should tell our district manager. Let me say that again without stuttering, hold on. She was like, you should tell our district manager, and being dead ass after I just like, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would I tell our district manager? Like, she's annoying, she's, you know what I mean, but what? There is not a cell in my body that's like, we should tell who's in charge, we should tell my manager, or let alone my district manager. That's not a thought that I have. And I was like, how come? Why is that? Because then this person, this coworker, who also, I mean, you're gonna be like, girl, who the fuck? She'll be like, how come you're not reporting these people? You let everybody walk all over you. You're just so naive. You're just so naive and you don't get when people are being mean to you and like, you, how come you just let, like, she'll be like, I'm not scared like you, I'm not scared, you're scared of everyone, I'm not scared like you, I'll tell my manager. And every time, obviously our managers do nothing, because why would they give a fuck? But I was like, how come, Maze, why is it that you don't feel that need? Like, whenever people, I mean, someone could walk up to me, slap me across the face on the clock, and like, telling my manager wouldn't occur to me. But all of my coworkers, if somebody steps on their foot while we're at work, they're calling the damn CEO. And I really was thinking, like, what kind of life have you lived where you genuinely think, and this is like a very low-level job, but you genuinely think of this low-level job that your manager gives a fuck about you, or that, like, if someone's being mean to you, if you tell, you know what I mean? I wish I was living in La La Land like that, where I genuinely thought that motherfucker wouldn't care if you got hit by a car today. He'd be thinking, I'm thinking of this one video that was, I forget, it was a TikTok, and it was like, y'all are worried about work, but this is your manager if you were to die on the clock. And it's like, the guy was like, I actually think about this video often. He was like, oh, this person died. He was like, well, clock them out.
That's the first thing I do. If I was your boss, that's the first thing I do. What happened to worker 12? He died? Clock that nigga out.
Bro, they just died, like, in the middle of their shift. Well, clock them the fuck out. Like, truthfully, I wish I lived in La La Land where I thought that, like, I should get treated well. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about what life have you lived where you still think that at your big age. It's what life have you lived that you think that that's silly to think that, you know, where I'm like, I should be treated well. I should be treated well. What? And I like tried to explain that to my coworker. I think because they asked me, they're like, why do you just let everyone do stuff like that? You don't, and I'm like, I think I was like, girl, because everyone's mean. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I think I said like, because I don't expect motherfuckers to be nice to me. I don't walk around expecting to be treated with respect. Like, I don't expect that. It's interesting that you walk into a room expecting motherfuckers to be nice to you, expecting people to respect you. But once you probably should. It's not that you're delusional, it's that you know, this is what I'm saying. That one coworker I had that was like, whenever she was like, how come you just let people, whatever, you're so naive, like, and literally like, bullying me like on the floor, like 2 of them. You're just so naive and like stupid, like you just don't get when people bring me. This is what I'm saying. This is the shit that everybody around me is constantly doing and saying all the time. And how I was like, I think I literally was like, bro, like dead ass, if I cut off every person that was like mean or a little racist, girl, I'd be in the fucking grave. I would have to cut off my doctor. I would have to cut off my PCP. There's nobody on the planet that I would be able to like communicate with if I, you know, cut off and removed myself from people that were like mean and disrespectful. That's everybody on the planet. And she was like, no. Something that I've been trying to meditate on, and something that I feel like the universe has been trying to teach me, something that I've just been encountering a lot is what we'll say. It's a less woo-woo version of what I'm trying to say. Is that there is nowhere to run to, there is no destination. You know that phrase, wherever you go, there you are? Like, wherever you go, there you are. Somebody else came to my store. Oh my god. Somebody else transferred from another store because they were having beef at their store, even though our store was riddled with beef. Oh my god, riddled with it. Riddled with it. Whenever she first got there, she was like, do y'all have arguments at this store? And I was like, not really. We had like one the day before, but you know what I mean? But they both quit after that. So I was like, well, not anymore because they're both gone. And she was like, okay, good, because I came here because there's too much drama at my old job. And like her first day there, one of my coworkers pulled me to the side and was like, I can't stand that bitch.
Oh my god, bro.
You came to my store. You came to my store thinking, let me get out of this drama. And now here's, and this is my other coworker who's very outspoken, talking about something, I can't stand that bitch on your first day there. You got like 1 month before this other person, my other coworker, like argues with you also because she already don't like you. It's just like, there's nowhere to run, you know what I mean? There was also like management where I work is kind of dog shit. So I started, dude, I have so much lore for you guys. It's kind of dog shit. So I started, did I tell you, you know about the yoga stuff? So I've been teaching yoga, whatever. Everyone that teaches yoga is so sweet and nice and light-hearted, I don't know. Turns out the management at this yoga studio is also like, they were talking about that they went on some retreat to Costa Rica, Costa freaking Rica. And they're talking about the yoga studio that I'm currently at, training at, whatever at. They were talking shite in Costa Rica, talking about some, because one of the people that, should I not air out everyone's business on here? I don't know. Yoga studio that I'm at apparently is very, very widely known to be as well. And I was like, oh great, amazing. A fucking yoga studio. Widely known apparently. It's so, everybody knows it, that this one's like, and then stuff started happening that made it very clear. And it's like, so you know what all of me and my trainees have been saying recently is, wait, let's just get our certification and go. Everywhere I go, it's just, no, it's like, let me just hurry up and start yoga so I can go somewhere else. I start yoga. Let's just hurry up and get certification so we can work somewhere else. I'm gonna start working at some other studio and be like, I just need to hurry up and get my this so I can just do. It's like, it's gonna always be that, let's just, you know, deal with this so then I can do this. Let's just, you know, survive this so I can, everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. So you know the second you would work at a gym or the second you would teach anywhere else, it would be the same thing of like, let me just hurry up and finish my fucking this so I can do this instead. Every single thing. Back to the plastic surgery thing. I will be saving up, okay? Like I'm being dead ass, but I was always thinking about that. It's like, but also with like plastic surgery, with surgery in general, there's like risks. It's not like a BBL. A BBL, like the most, I'm just making this up, but like if something goes wrong in a BBL, you die. You die. I was, you know, on TikTok watching all these plastic surgery videos for the ones that I want and will get. Oh, I did it, but then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and it's like, so the raging disgust that I feel looking in this fucking viewfinder right now, if you got it, that would go away, but then it would open a whole nother can of worms of like, now you have to worry about this. The second procedure is $50K, and then it's this. You know what I mean? It will always be something. It will always be something. Either you feel disgusted every time you pass a mirror, or you are like broke and you're in a doctor's office every couple months. It will just always be fucking something. You know what I mean? Always. Always. I don't want peace. I want problems. Always.
I want problems. Always.
Why? Oh yeah, I was thinking about that and I was like, is this really like, this has to be some kind of sick fucking joke. Everything that you do just opens up a new can of worms. It closes one can of worms and opens up another one. There will always be worms though. There will always be worms. And it's like really coming to that realization is kind of killing me from the inside out. Aww. There will always be worms. So I've been suffering. I feel a lot better now, I think, now that I've talked that out. But yeah, and I was just trying to think, like, there has to be a silver lining because it's really giving, like, we're born, we suffer, and we die. Like, that's what it's giving right now. There has to be a silver lining, but there's not. I've been on the low. I was standing, staring at my wall for a second, trying to think, like, what the fuck is the point of all of this? Like, truthfully, for like a year, bro, a year, 2 years. Whenever I first graduated high school and I didn't go to college because I wanted to do my stupid fucking internet stuff, I thought my mom was gonna kick me out. And also I was very unsure because I didn't know if this stuff that I like doing was monetizable at all. I spent like a year applying for jobs all across the internet for something that I had never applied for. It was like actually the worst year of my life. Just a year of uncertainty. The day I got my first, I signed a contract. I got this job. Once again, editing, a thing I had never made a dime from in my life. And like, if I told my parents, I want to do editing, they'd be like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's not monetizable. I signed for $2,000 worth of money obviously, for editing for this person. It's not a lot of money though, because it was for the course of 6 months. So it's actually a penny, a nickel, and a dime every day. Still, once again, especially where my artists at? Where my artists at? I thought my first job was gonna be like editing someone's wedding photos on Photoshop for 10 bucks, let alone signing a contract for 2,000. I was like, hello? When I tell you I didn't even crack a fucking smile. How did something that meaningful to me, even that, feel like completely nothing? Is that not scary? It just felt like nothing. And even then, I started working for that job and I was like, let's just finish this contract so I can put it on my portfolio. Let me just try to get through this. And then I quit and I was like, let me just get another job. I just need to get another job. Then I finally just did and I'm like, well, let me just get through this job so No, but seriously, something I'd wanted. I don't think I've wanted anything this bad to this day. Even with like my aspirations for yoga, whatever. I could not breathe, guys. This thing that I had wanted so bad. And it's probably like, Mezzy, do you have a like mental disorder? No. Let me know if you can relate in the comments or if I actually need to seek a diagnosis. Whenever you're like really sad, I mean, motherfuckers, my mom will like ask me, are you awake? Or you know when they ask you like a really obvious question and I want to throw myself off a bridge because she just asked me if I'm about to eat breakfast as I'm cooking in a pan at 9 a.m. It's like, it's not what she said, it's like, it's me, you know what I mean? Wherever you go, there you are. So it's like this feeling of repulse to my reflection. You're producing the emotion, dog. That actually makes me feel better, surprisingly. That's my stream of consciousness, you guys. I recorded for actually like an hour. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I'm not doing very well. There's always gonna be like a couple weeks out of the, I don't know, that I'm not gonna do well, you know? TikTok frying my brain. Coworkers. I think that was it actually. Very stressful, very scary experience.